Hello, my dear friends. I hope you're fine. In the last part, we left off here where we had mechanism for rolling the two dice, and we were able to move some tokens, especially green, for testing purposes. And we have established some bonuses on double six rolls. We added a bonus on hit. We added a bonus, and also on finish, we added a bonus. So suppose if we hit this, then we get a bonus, and bonus is indicated by this. So we can roll another one, and then we would move. So this was our previous progress. Now we would start making it turn-based. So in order to make it turn-based, first of all, we need to now enable these buttons for the different turns. So let's enable these buttons. These are basically dice roll buttons for each house. So each house would have its own dice roll button. And also we would need to name this as red. Now we would, as you can see that whenever we press on each house's roll button, it calls appropriate house. And in our script, we need to accommodate for that. First of all, we have to update some of the functionality. Our roll two dice is good for now, but we need to modify it a little bit. And also, this function we are not using anymore. We'll just comment it out because we are now using roll two dice function. And let me quickly here in our add dice code, we now need to change this definition. And also let me show you one more thing. I have added this animation, default animation called wobble. This animation would make our button appear, change its size based on certain timing parameters. So it would just grow big and small iteratively, and we are also giving it some sort of white box shadow, which would make it look like it's glowing. So I've added this animation. Let's check it out. Let's get to the browser and let's hit refresh. So we can see that we have added all the buttons for respective houses, and the house who has turn, its roll button is now glowing. So it would give us a visual indication that we need to click on this button. Uh, this is one thing that I've added. So in order for this effect to work properly, we need to modify this function a little bit. So let me quickly modify this function. So we will modify these two functions. Basically, now the rest of the logic is same, but we are now giving this animation of wobble and box shadow of the given style. And also in the reverse case, we are just giving the animation of none and the box shadow of none. And also, we need to add now some functions to highlight and unhighlight the dice roll buttons. So let me quickly add those functions as well. These are very simple. They just select the dice roll button and give it some highlight based on the same animation that we have done. So let me quickly add those functions. And let's let's add the functions here. So we have a highlight and next dice roll button. This would actually highlight the after one turn is complete, it would highlight the next turn, whichever turn it is. So currently the order is red, green, yellow, and blue. So whenever it's the turn of next house, it would highlight that. It is doing that based on this index, next index, and then there is also one more property we need to set last house. So basically, we are going to determine which house would start first. So here we would add this property, last house, and it is red. When we start, we have our house set as red, and we also need to accommodate this because we are going to make it click based. Each house would click on its roll dice button, and then it would generate the rolls, and then we would be able to select those house tokens. So basically, we need to make some assurances that only the house which turn is highlighted should be able to roll the dice. Other houses are not allowed to roll the dice at that time. So in order to do that, we need to add some guard here. So let me quickly add this guard condition. So this is our guard condition that if another button is pressed, then its house will come and you see that which is the last house, or last house actually basically the current house whose turn it is. And if it doesn't match, then it shouldn't proceed. Also, we need to set the correct last house based on our interaction. So let's do that here. If our house is correct, then we need to set the last house as the current house. So this logic ensures that, and basically we are using this houses array to set the last house correctly. So here we have updated our roll to dice button. We also need one more thing. Basically, we need to uh, modify this function as well. Now, let me show this in our HTML. We have also added this select token on all the tokens because we are now going to make it playable, and based on their turns, we should be able to click the tokens and move them. For now, we are moving them manually, but we would later automate this step. So basically, when we click on any token, it should move, but we also have to guard this because if we click on any other token, it shouldn't move. Only the token whose turn it is, it should move. So for that, let me quickly add that guard as well. So basically, we would add a guard here, which would return and which would not proceed if we have selected the wrong index. If we have suppose it's a yellow strand and we have selected blue token, then it shouldn't move. So we are making sure that this never happens. So we have added those two as well. Then there is also one more thing. We have to add another property here in token initialization. There were some bugs when we were generating hits. Let me quickly show you what I mean. So here, suppose in our Ludo, when we were hitting a particular token, suppose there is one token here, and there is one token here inside this final steps. So based on the index, suppose this one is 50 index. Let me show that house entry. We already have those indexes. So house entry positions are for red it's 50, for green it's 63, for yellow it's 73, and for blue it's 89. Basically, these are our path loop is comprising of 52 cells. But we increase the indexes and our tokens move appropriately because we have made sure that the path is circular, so it forms a cycle. So whenever if even if we overshoot from 52, then it rolls it back based on our mod. Let me show that in our implementation. So here we can see that we always mod it by path length. So path length is 52. So whatever the value of current index would be, it would just create modded by 52, and the result would be between 0 and 52 or 51 always. So it doesn't matter if our index overshoots. So based on this, there were some problems. The problems were that when we try to hit a token, sometimes it would not register. For example, yellow token, if it has completed the cycle one time and now it's moving again and it hasn't unlocked, then its token position would be very large number. Whereas suppose this red token, it has just started its journey and it comes over here and it registers a hit. The index on red token would be different than the index on yellow token, and that's why our hit would not be registered. So let me show the implementation of it. So we didn't account for this factor in our previous implementation. So we don't actually count. We are only seeing the path index of one token and path index of other token. They might be at the same position visually, but their indexes might be different, so the hit won't be registered. Secondly, because we haven't added any checks here for one more thing. Even if a token is inside its safe home, we haven't actually specified this or given this indication to the game. It is probable that if another token comes here and somehow matches the index inside the safe zone, the outside token might be able to hit the inside token. So we have to also prevent that. So based on these two, the implementation of hit hit function needs to be updated. So I've updated this. Let me quickly update it. First of all, in order to update it, we have to add another property to the token. So let me go to the part where token is being initialized. So here in initialize function, we need to add one more property here in this token initialization. This is called initialize inside final steps. So we need to know that our token is inside the final steps, and during the movement, in the movement logic, uh, we need to know that our token is inside its final steps. So here in this case, inside final zone, if our token is not locked, then here in this part, when we execute this move, we actually move our token inside the final zone. It means that now we are in our final zone. So we would just set the property token dot inside final steps equals to true. So we would set this property to true, and now we also need to update our hit function. So let me quickly update that. We need to add this new definition. It will basically accommodate for the factors that I mentioned. First of all, it would normalize the indexes, uh, path indexes, and then it would also check for the condition. So here we have implemented this. We have normalized the first index of the token that is being checked, and we have modded it with the path loop length. Then also for the second token, which is our current token, we have also performed this calculation. And now our tokens indexes would always be the same, and we would be having consistent hits. And also here we also added this condition that neither of the tokens it should be in their final steps, so that they are always safe when they are in their final steps. So this is basically an update. And also there is one more thing. We have to as we are add dice roll in this condition when we are going to finish. We are basically detecting the finish, whether the token has finished its journey or not. So we don't need to do that here. We need to actually do it afterwards, after we make a move. So let's remove this part from here, and let's add another function which is called check finished. So for finished, it's very simple. We would just simply check if the token has finished its journey, and we are doing that based on our entry position and adding 6 to it. If our path index is exactly that, uh, then it means that our token has finished, and it would identify the token as finished. So this is our check finished. We would just call this function here in our move token. So basically, we are in our move token function, and after we are done, we would just check this token if it is finished or not. And there is one more thing that we need to do. We need to go to skip dice function, and we need to basically we need to optimize this function as well. We are having this redundant checks in top and bottom, so we need to change this a little bit. And also we need to remove this parameter. We don't need this. This is a global parameter, so we don't need to pass it this into the function. Similarly, with the determine can move function, we don't need to pass this. So let me quickly update this. So wherever we have skip dice, we need to remove the parameters, and also from determine can we need to remove those. So let me quickly update those functions. So we have this instance, then we have this instance. So let's remove this. Then we have this one is commented, and so we have basically set this straight. Now let's go for skip dice function. So wherever we find any parameter, we just need to remove this. So also remove this, and let's see if there is anyone left. Okay, so we have done this part as well, and let's update the implementation of skip dice. So let's go to its definition, and let's update this logic a little bit so that it's little bit clean. So now we are just going to update this. And basically, it's all the same. We have just make sure that if this check is happens after we have done our shifts and we have popped our dice, then we need to call this function again, and it would check this condition. Also, when a turn is over, then we have to turn off the glows from the tokens, and we have to highlight the next dice roll. So this is very simple functionality. And here we would also make a we would write a function, make next turn. This would basically be the automation function. We have not implemented this yet, but later we would. So I'm just adding it here so that we know that we have to write this function later. Also, let's write a comment for bot automation. Okay, so I think we are pretty much done with our new updation. Let me check if I've missed something or not. Then we'll resume. So we have checked, and we are we have made this with these small changes. We are now able to rotate the terms, and let's see it in action. Let's go to our browser. And let's see. Okay, let's hit refresh, and now we can see that first one is going, and we are even if we click on any other button, we are not able to roll those. So let's click on this. So okay, so on the very first turn we have rolled out a bonus. As we can see, when we have rolled out a bonus, we our dice becomes highlighted again, and we need to roll it once more. If even if I click on these tokens, we cannot move them. So let me roll it again. And now this is our stack, so we have to execute it. So we can see that our bonus functionality is also operational. And now, as soon as we have finished this turn, now we are getting an indication to roll this dice. Even if we click on any other dice, it won't roll them. So let's click on this. So when its turn is over, then it is transferred this control to yellow dice. So basically, we have implemented a turn-based system, and as you can see, that we are only able to move the tokens whose turn it is. And first, we have to roll the dice, then the tokens will be highlighted, and this is the kind of flow that we wanted. So here we have rolled this, and we cannot move for blue. So Uh, I would resume it. I would pause this game recording for now, and I would resume it when there is an interesting scenario. Like we have already observed one condition for bonus roll, which is double sixes, and we would see what happens if there is a hit, and later we would also see what happens if there is a our token finishes its journey. So let me quickly create the scenario, and then I will resume. Okay, so in this scenario, we have rolled out a four from red token, and we can now hit this yellow token. So let's do that. So it has registered a hit. It has also unlocked red house. Now it can freely enter its final zone. So let's roll another one. So we have got a bonus roll. So let's move that. Now we can take another token out, and our token turn is over. And we can see that now it says transfer to the green token. So now I would pause this again and resume when we are nearing this finish token. Okay, so here we are for the red, we have rolled out a four. So basically, if we execute this on four on this token, then it would be able to finish and we would get a bonus roll. So let's do that. So we have got a bonus roll. So let's roll that out. And now we have this number. So let's quickly execute that. And also we would see that we can see that yellow is hasn't been able to unlock its house. So it shouldn't be allowed to go inside the final. Right now it's green's turn. So let's execute green's turn. And let's roll it out for yellow. And if we click on this token, it shouldn't be able to move inside, but rather it would create another cycle. It would start moving in another cycle. So let's do that. So as you can see that this game mechanic is properly introduced and it works correctly. So we have seen all the three bonuses and also our conditions for game mechanics are working fine. So now I would just show you what I'm working on. Basically, I'm working on automating the bots, and it's a work in progress for now, I've been able to create some sort of bot behavior and some sort of automation, but there are a lot of things that need to be ironed out. Some bugs need to be ironed out. So for now, I would show you what how the bots work automatically. But in the next video, I would properly implement their AI behaviors and give them some personalities. So let me quickly give you a demo how our currently automated bots are working. So I have just switched the script. Let me quickly show that to you. So here, instead of using script, I am using script 2. Script 2 is basically the same, but it is a work in progress. Let me quickly give you what I'm working on. I'll show you what I'm working on. So basically, I'm working on this make turn function, and currently we have implemented some very basic crude logic to move the bot tokens, and it's not very intelligent as well, but it is moving them somehow. And this is our make turn function. Let me quickly go that, and here we are making some moves. I'm not going to go into details because it's a work in progress. And basically, when we execute this, we are able to get some sort of behavior, automated behavior from the bots. Our player control is restored when the turn is related to red. So it starts from red. So let's hit refresh and let's roll the dice. Okay, so you can see that all the houses dices are working automatically. uh, it currently it doesn't work with bonuses, so I have to manually give it a nudge. But as you can see that it is moving the tokens automatically. So this is the result of rolls from yellow and blue, and they have moved the tokens automatically. So it's our turn. So we didn't get a six. So it is moving them randomly. This one is also making its own turns. So, so we can see that the bots are moving somehow. So let me resume when we are at some interesting point. Okay, so here we are. We have rolled out a three, so we are able to hit this token. So let's do that. So we have given another bonus roll. So let's roll that as well. So we have to now is equal to five. Then we have six and three. So let's do that here. So as we can see that their behavior is totally random. Bots are moving random tokens at random times. So okay, so let's move this token. So basically, this is it for this video. We have managed to somehow automate behavior of bots, and we have also made it the game turn-based, and we have given these buttons and indications. So basically, this is it for this part, and the reason it took so much time is because the automating bot system it has a lot of complications because we are basically working with event-based programming. We are waiting for buttons to be clicked and tokens to be clicked. And when we work with event-based things, we always end up with synchronization issues. So there are some issues here as well. For example, if any bot secures a bonus, then the game needs to during the time it takes to register that bonus, there is already next bot's turn and it makes the roll. So it is very difficult to get proper synchronization, but I'm working on the fix. So as soon as we are done with that, then we would be able to also give some personalities to the bots, and we would make some, suppose, a pacifist bot, which is very pacifist and won't kill unless it needs to kill a token. And then there would be a very aggressive bot which would always prefer the hits. And then the third bot would be very goal oriented. It would just always finish the tokens before any other house and wants to become the winner always. So this kind of personalities we would give them to the bots, and I would hopefully return soon. Thank you so much for watching, and hit like and subscribe if you like this sort of content. Your support means a lot. Thank you so much, and I will see you next time.